Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dain here in lovely Brazil, where it happens to be raining. It was just sunny. I would like to invite you to a telecall that I'm doing that right now is not only near and dear to my heart, but I think it's really absolutely essential for us to get the information on, and it's Becoming Money. And what happened was, and what we're going to do in the telecall, amongst other things, is we're going to go through the How to Become Money Workbook. You know, a lot of you have heard of it, a lot of you have it sitting on your shelf, and you've never actually done anything with it. I know how that goes. But I want to tell you, 17 years ago, that was the only book we had in access, actually, which is interesting. And I got that book and I did it, and it changed my entire financial reality. So what happened was I got the awareness a few weeks ago that I needed to go through it again. So here I am on the plane from Australia, reading through this money book, answering the questions, being real present with it. I'm like, oh my God, everything that I thought was true about money that is a limitation came from somebody else. And that was just one of the awarenesses that I got. What I realized was this is one of the greatest books we have in access. And we've got some great books, as I think you probably already know. And so it literally started changing my reality in a way that few things have in these many years that I've been doing access. And doing it 17 years later, I'm going to say is probably 10,000 times more effective and powerful than the first time I did it. So there's a new interest in my world. There's a new awareness. There's a new way that we can be that this book actually opens up in our world. So it's going to be 7 calls, and we're going to not just go through the book, but what I'm going to do is explain to you why what's in there is in there, and how it actually applies to you. You're going to get to ask your questions. And what I would like to do is I'd truly like for all of us who do this to have a totally different financial reality by the end. But here's the secret, the thing that nobody really gets, that I became so clear to me as I was reading through this and doing it myself again, like I was a new person to this book, was that the concepts that are talked about in the How to Become Money book are really how to become everything. In other words, how to create anything you desire to create in your life. You may not have a problem with money. Well, you don't have to do this telecall with me. And it's awesome if you don't. That's great. And you may, and that's awesome too. Doesn't matter where you're starting. What this is really the tools for creation that nobody else on this planet seems to know about. And they're so easy to access now. So I am excited because I see a possibility for truly changing this in our lives. And there are some other people, who've done gone through the money book in the past, who've brought out some amazing information. There are people who'll probably be doing it in the future, who have some amazing information. Feel free to do any and all of that also. Like, there doesn't need to be any exclusion. But just ask yourself, will this create a different world for me? Will it create a different relationship to creation and to actually having my reality? Because that's what I'm really going for. You can create money when you're willing to be money and when you're willing to be your reality. And that's really what this is about. So we'll be going through the money book together. Starts in February. Get ready. The rocket ship is about to take off. I really hope to have you on the call. See you there. Bye.